Welcome back. For too long, I have been promising, and you have been asking and waiting patiently. But now the time has come. We will finally be putting together our ME system. I am very concerned that I'm going to mess this up entirely. I'm hoping that, unlike my first experiment with industrial craft, in my first Feed the Beast pack, I don't set this up and promptly blow it up, but we shall see. I've gone ahead and made sure we have a steady power supply. I have 6 magmatic dynamos powering 2 hardened energy cells. This hardened energy cell should be outputting at 400 RF per tick. In the readings I've done, I don't think my little baby ME system here is going to require much more than 10 or 15 RF per tick. But just to make sure that I can expand my power, I'm going to make this section more power and this section more power. And how about that section more power? We'll leave this as access. And guess we could do the ME system in here. Alright, so as you can see, I've started working on some sort of decoration, cutting out my floor space a bit, but I think that'll generally look nicer. I'm certainly not going to be using these limestone blocks for the walls. These are just a placeholder, but I'm not going to waste time on camera decorating everything. Our goal here is to complete the map, not make it look pretty. So I'll make it look pretty on my own time. But I'll set up something like this. So if I go back, I think I'm going to take all of this and move it forward one as well. But I'll use this as my wall, and I'll build my ME system on here. The terminal, I believe, is one of the access points, so I'm going to put that there. I need to leave room to walk, so if I put machinery here and leave room for cables, I should be able to walk back here. The controller, I might want access to as well, I guess. It doesn't look as pretty as I wanted. I guess I'll put the drive here and just line up more drives back here if and when I need them. I went ahead and made a 16K storage, because I don't know a whole lot about these systems, but I know enough about computers that 1 kilobyte of storage probably would not be enough for me. So let's hope we don't blow anything up here. No, there you go. Can I not connect this? Oh, I require going to the controller. Okay, let's just pop these guys off. I'm going to take said controller. Oh, I didn't take my storage out. I'm glad it gave it back to me. I'm just going to put the controller there then. And I will still do a wall of drives back here, if necessary. Will I want to access the drives? I don't think so. I love this wrench. This wrench is so nice. Look at my wrench. My wrench is amazing. Okay, we'll run this clear over here. Now the way I set these up, The back, the top, and the bottom are input, as well as the left side. Now, the right-hand side is output. Likewise on this guy, the top, back, and bottom are input, and the left is input, which means that I can wrap 3 magmatic dynamos around it, and on the left-hand side put another cell, and that feeds all the power into the rightmost cell. So I'll just make a whole line of these as time and resources permit, and take this out. I was really hoping I had enough of these. Okay, we have power. Energy stored, 2,000 MJ, but this says 0 of 640 MJ. Okay, I'm not sure on that one. Put in the 16K. I don't know if I need the 1K yet. And I can... Oh. Huh, that was actually pretty easy. Wow, okay. Well, we have an ME system. I don't know how to put other stuff in the ME system yet, so I'm not sure how I would go about, say, attaching a barrel to it, but did that just work? No, it does not detect it. I wonder if these would do that job. Let's see. Precision import. If these are like the old barrels, I'm going to have to import from the top and export from the bottom. No, up. No, up. Okay, and that. And that. Let's put something in here so it knows what that is. And then does it detect it? Have an import and export bus. Okay, it recognizes those. I don't think it does see the barrel. Oh, I might have to line. Wait a second. Whoa. Wait a second. It doesn't see the barrel. It just knows to pull everything out of the barrel. Hey now. All right. Well, that looks like something I'll need to play with some more. But we have an ME system. Awesome. I was expecting that to take longer and be a little harder, and well, you get the idea. All right, I might have to start moving some of my storage down here. Perhaps, because it's such an eyesore, perhaps we'll start with all of the drops. You'll also notice, by way of drops, I have ink sacs now. I spent all that time complaining that I couldn't do anything in Thumbcraft until I had chickens. I forgot that to go with a quill, I would need ink. So I just built myself a small pool over here. There we go. I'm getting so many drops from mariculture. Calamari, squid. I don't know what to do with any of those. I haven't the slightest idea of how to use mariculture. That's just one I'm going to have to look up, I guess. I believe there's also a remote access port for this. I don't know that I want to have to come down here every time I want something. At the very least, I intend to make my ceiling at this height, maybe even a block lower, and I'll do it out of something that I can make micro blocks out of, so I can hide them all. I'll make covers out of them and extend the amount of blocks I have, and I can... Oh, there's a block there now. I forgot I put that there. And I can probably hide the quote-unquote wiring up above the drop ceiling here. Yeah, something like that. Again, temporary block. I don't really want limestone everywhere. If I could micro block it, I might go with the brick that I used over here. But this just looks a little too plain, and since I can't micro block it, it just becomes a problem with sizing to try to fit things behind it. Alright, well, let's see what else we can do here. And I think I want to try to progress down here a little bit. Well, how about I take a quick break, and when I come back, I will be a little bit better prepared. See ya in a minute, guys. And welcome back, everyone. I have been working downstairs, and so I can set things up and go ahead and farm a bit for the next episode. I'd like to show you where I want to head. I would really like to get into the bees and trees section. Now we have this going, and if you recall last time, we need 16 honey drops. I don't know why I said that required that I start breeding bees, but it doesn't actually yet require that. To get these honey drops, all you have to do is you have to centrifuge most of the combs. I don't know if all of them will provide honey drops, but most of them will. Most of the drops are not 100%, it's usually like 60 to 70. But I'll go ahead and continue farming these, and I'll start trying to work on the bees and trees stuff. Yeah, see, we'll start getting these pretty quickly. While that works, I'll run downstairs here and show you what I partially settled on for a design. I don't know that this is going to be the final design, but okay, if you insist. Okay. I have the grid turned on to show where enemies can spawn. I don't see anything. Spiders are probably just spawning up here regardless, but oh well. I think this might be the design I'm going to work with. Each of these spots here is going to be for more energy cells. As I get more supplies, I'd like to upgrade from the hardened cells into redstone, or even the tier above that. The redstone energy cells unfortunately require a fluid transposer, destabilized redstone, and more work than I really had the time to put in right now. And the step above that is the resonant, which holds, what is that, 50 million RF. 50 million RF. But it requires redstone and some enderium. Now I have a couple other reasons to want enderium at the moment, so I might have to start looking into that. But the thing is going to be, I need a steady supply of ender pearls. What my plan is going to be for the next episode is to work a little bit on those bees. I'll continue working on decorating everything down here and organizing things. I may, if necessary, increase my storage capacity in here. I have no idea what most of this stuff is. Okay, I'll play with that later. I may increase the storage capacity if necessary, and I'll just generally make things look prettier. This is obviously going to be some sort of maintenance access. Maintenance access that opens up to the rest of the world just doesn't make much sense. So I'll probably put some sort of wall system in here and enclose everything finally. I'll go ahead, I'll move things around. I'm gonna look into a more efficient dirt production system too. This is producing dirt, but not nearly fast enough for the 6,000 I need, on top of all the other supplies I need. If I want to do a tree farm, I'm going to need dirt. If I want to do food, I'm going to need dirt. And that's just going to take away from the 6,000 that I need to turn in for the quest. So I need better dirt production. As I mentioned previously, I'm going to try to turn this into a series on how to automate the things that need automating. I'm not going to do tutorials because A, that's been done already. B, I probably will not come up with the most efficient option. I'm just going to put things together that will serve my purposes. If that interests you, then feel free to copy my designs. If it does not interest you, then I'm sorry. Oh, so many good things cooking. So as you can see, here's some of the basic stuff I've done. I have an item duct plugging into my smeltery. I have an autonomous activator over the casting basin that will just keep pumping a little more and a little more in until that's full. You notice that disappeared because I have a hopper underneath here that will grab everything and pull it down here for me. With some time, I would like to put this system onto a tesseract and have that pumped directly into the ME system. That will hopefully be expanded enough to handle all of that. For the time being, this is what I have for automation. By the time I come back with the next episode, I hope to have a few extra things set up, but we'll just have to play that by ear and see what happens. I never was wonderful at automation. I could barely scrape by, but I never seemed to really do it well enough to provide everything for my base and my needs. And that's actually kind of one of the reasons I decided to play this pack, because I thought it would give me a little experience in making these machines so that perhaps I could play a regular Feed the Beast map and go ahead and actually implement some of these machines. This, for example, is very inefficient. I have some ideas for a couple machines that will just pump out gravel and pump that into an autonomous activator that will sift it. One that will create gravel, pulverize that again into sand, then again into dust, and then sift that for the redstone and glowstone dust that the sand or that this provides. These are all just things I need some time and resources to put together, and that's going to be where mushrooms. Here we are. That's going to be where I'm going to head with getting supplies ready in the next episode. So I think that'll do it for now, since I'm at a little bit of an impasse. I should have enough of these honey drops for next time, so we can turn that quest in and we can move on. But until then, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you liked, leave a like and show me that you did. As long as you keep enjoying, I'll keep recording. Until next time, guys, this has been Agrarian Skies. I have been TrueCam, and you have been awesome. Keep on gaming.